Dryads just rape so hard against air is because they have the slow poison thing, so it makes them unable to move. But, it's just good to mass Hippogriff Riders to counter air, just because if you get like 2 or 3 more hippos than they have Dragonhawks, they're screwed. And Hippogriff Riders are not only cheaper, but take up less food than Dragonhawk Riders, so you can easily outmass unless you lose the first battle, which then you're forced into the mass Dryads. So this is kind of the last battle, and it's friggin' epic, by the way, because, it's not really the last battle, but it's like the last little section of replay. I divide replays up in my mind into sections, but this is pretty sweet because not only is he mana siphoning the Pandaren Brewmaster, so like he can't use any Breath of Fire, but he's also siphoning it back into his important heroes, which is so smart. He does get his Paladin away, which is super cool. He does get the Pandaren Brewmaster kill, and this is pretty much where it goes downhill for the Night Elf player, especially because you can't silence a Mountain King with Avatar. It just makes it so much harder to fend off the Mountain King. So the one bad thing, though, is that the Paladin is out of the picture, and there's really no much more healing. That's great grammar. Yes, grammar police are always on my ass. Freaking grammar police. But yeah, the one thing that the Paladin is great for is that not only can he heal unlimitedly your heroes, but with the Blood Mage you can just siphon and then force feed your heroes mana so that you can heal each other. It's just fantastic. Paladin's such a good hero. So more Dragonhawk Rider action. Obviously, if you have them outmassed in Dragonhawk Riders, you can go ahead and get Griffin Riders just to counter the heroes. That's pretty much the only purpose they serve at this point in the game. Thought you should know. What a lot of people don't do, and I mention this every time I watch a Night Elf audio commentary with Moon in it, is that he did get the Moonwell upgrade. Thought you should know. So yeah, a little charm going off. Personally, I would have charmed Dragonhawk Rider just so you can use the Aerial Shackle, although they can cancel it, but whatever. Mountain King kind of gets weak, but kind of gets away, which is kind of not only lucky by the human player, but whatever, it serves its purpose. Nice banish to save his hero, especially to get the hero kill, because he banishes his own hero and then bolts the other hero. That's one of the friggin' amazing moves in this game. Just absolutely everything in this game is so top quality, especially because Moon, he's got a Shredder beating on a farm at the top left corner, although you didn't really see it because it just kind of ended. But that was a friggin' epic game. So basically, the basics of this game, I will do an in-game analysis of this awesome replay. Is basically what happened is some nice map control by the Night Elf player pretty much the entire game, but obviously as the game gets later and later and the Mountain King levels up more and more, it becomes a lot more deadly than a higher level Dark Ranger. So the Dark Ranger is kind of an early mid-game hero, and it just allows you to set up an expo, which is really the importance of the Dark Ranger in this matchup, or on this map, whatever. So that's why you get the Dark Ranger. If it goes into kind of a later game type thing, generally that doesn't really happen much, because a lot of people either go Archmage or just end up massing tanks. So it doesn't really get into late game, it just kind of gets into an extended mid game. Yeah. So pretty much as the game gets later and later, and the human player gets more kills and more creep kills, it just becomes so much more deadly. Especially because on that map, it's just so easy to get a quick level 3. As you can see, militia creeping is pretty effective on that map. Well, for obvious reasons, because there's a lot of medium armored creeps, and they're pretty small. There's a lot of creep numbers, and they're all small creeps. They're not higher level creeps, so you can take them out pretty fast, and they don't really have that much damage output. So militia just become pretty effective. Pretty much the human player won because of smart play, and he kind of timed when he was actually going to be building certain units. I hope you learned something from that, like how to control the map as an idle player, which is basically using the creeps to your advantage and getting the skeletons that way and then trying to take over that way. But obviously you have to play a little defensively and make sure that the human player doesn't trick you into going mass Dryads and stuff to try and counter the tanks that don't exist. And then they end up massing air on you. So good trickery by the human player. Also, yeah, good hero usage by the human player. Good hero combo. It should be used more often. I'm going to end this here. because my mind is dying on me, and that's not cool. So see you guys later.
Hello everyone, this is Joseki, audio copyright 2007 WCReplays.com, so please do not go stealing it. This is the third game of Moon vs. TH1000 of this 3-game audio. It's 3 games, 6 audio clips. Yes, please get the audio paused at the 2-minute mark. I think this is on Turtle Rock, and yeah, Turtle Rock, man. It's a real bitch, because I'm pretty sure Moon gets tower rushed. It's sort of a shitty way to end such a good series, or what's been thus far such a good series. Simply because, you don't, like, these are really such epic games between these two people. Epic. Ridiculously epic, actually. So, I would say that ending the series like this is sort of bad, but, you know, hey, Human vs. Night Elf. Fight fire with fire, or in this case, Imba with Imba, and this is what you get. If you're getting it up to the 2-minute mark, so am I. Side spawn, there's a couple ways you can do the tower rush. You can send for militia, cancel their well, and then tower rush, creep your green tower rush, or tower rush immediately. Or, I mean, there's a million ways you can do it. I mean, pretty limitless possibilities. The way TH1000 does it is also the way I like to do it. And you will see how he does it. 2-minute mark. I'm unpausing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. So as you can see, TH1000 did opt to go the AM this game. He went MK the 2 previous games, which is sort of funny, you know, because, you know, I'm pretty sure he went AM on Turtle Rock just because he's like, if I get side spawn and I get MK, I'm gonna fucking lose. So here he is, and also you can't really expand on this map. It's like, it's really rough. The main thing to notice is the creeping of this camp, as opposed to creeping the green. He only sent 1 militia over, I believe, and he just sort of like picked around at wisps and stuff. And yeah, that's basically all he did. I mean, there's almost no reason, I'd say, to send the 4 militia to cancel if you're going to be doing something like this. This is more of a later tower rush, but it still works fine. It works fine on a level that it's sort of like doing a standard tower rush in many ways, because you're just creeping. You have like more lumber, and you're going to be able to put up more towers, and you have more foots. So I mean, I think that's pretty much what TH1000 is like thinking here. I mean, it's not dumb. Like really, it's smart. But I mean, if the Night Elf is smart, which many of them are smart, because well, they play Warcraft, and some Warcraft players are intelligent, believe it or not. Albeit there are very few intelligent Warcraft players. I would say that they would not tech like Moon is. I think Moon is being very cocky, and he's just assuming that because TH1000 crept in Orange, he's not going to tower rush him still. Well, yeah, that's very, 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 very much so not the case. And you will see TH1000 is just going to run over there and tower rush. I can't really blame him. He just played 2 epic matches versus Moon, and when it comes right down to it, it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. And I think Moon's first mistake this game is he didn't make more wars when he saw the militia. You need to make more wars. You can't win without lots of wars. That's just sort of how it is. If you look, Moon TP'd very poorly, which sucks. And really, just sort of focus the aim, mana burn,